Hey guys, it's Sam, and welcome to episode 7 of Lore Corner. You might be like, Lore Corner? Well, what? So I'm going to start off by explaining what it is. I know a hell of a lot about Warcraft lore, too much if you ask me. I play on a roleplay server and well, some people just seem to be really dopey. It's not that many people, but when you see some Scarlets marry Night Elves, you kinda want to punch them. So, this is my attempt to improve things a little. I'm going to share my knowledge of Warcraft lore, and hopefully improve other people's knowledge. This will hopefully improve their role-playing skills, and maybe even get other people interested in the game. This episode's kinda special as it might be going up on a legit channel, as you can see via the watermark and stuff. If this is unlegit then, hey! Lore Corner isn't the only thing I do. I do play a large variety of games, so please come over and check out my channel. Thanks. Anyway, let's get on with it. Last episode, we spoke about Arthurs and what happened as you grew up. It's not really related to this episode, but hopefully there'll be an annotation for you in this video. This episode is about the entire history of the Night Elves up until the Third War. This means we'll be talking about the War of the Ancients. There are lots of rumours about Night Elves and how they came to be. Some think that Night Elves were one of the first races on Azeroth, behind the Dwarves of course, while others think they were descendants of trolls, but they were changed by the Well of Eternity. The Well of Eternity is a major part of Elven history. It's even important to Blood Elves, but they don't realise. The Well of Eternity is what brought the Legion to Azeroth in the first place. I keep going on about the Well of Eternity, so I'm going to explain what it is. The Well of Eternity was the source of all Elven power, knowledge, and their immortality. The Elves would harness the power and use it to create stronger magic, and this is what segregated the Elves, forming two classes. Quel'dorei, or Highborn as most call them, and Kal'dorei, or as I said at the start, Night Elves. The Highborn were magic users. Quel'dorei means children of noble birth, meaning they were the upper class. They were the side that tried to summon the Burning Legion into Azeroth in the first place, and they served their queen, Azshara. Kal'dorei didn't really use anything at this point, but they did look up to Malfurion Stormrage. He was the first of the druids, which is what eventually they'd use. So, onto this war. Azshara was contacted by Sagrigus, and Sagrigus persuaded Azshara to summon a portal for him to enter Azeroth, just so he could make them even more powerful, he said. Due to the corruption that magic had brought to Azshara, she agreed as she hungered for more power. This day was the day that many people learned that magic corrupts. This sparked a great war between the Kal'dorei and the Quel'dorei. The Kal'dorei were assisted by many things such as the Dragonfly, the Ancients, and even a demigod. There were many more as well, and due to their combined effort, Malfurion stopped the spell, making it so that Sagrigus' legion had failed. This caused the Well of Eternity to explode and destroy 80% of the world's landmass, at least I think it's 80%. This created the 3 continents we have today, well 4 because of Pandaria. The others are, well, the Eastern Kingdoms, Kal'dorei, and Northrend. The explosion from the well sucked in all the Highborn who didn't escape and turned them into Naga. This included Azshara. They're like reptile creatures who live underwater. Anyway, there were only a few Highborn left, meaning the Night Elves were the superior class. They ordered that they leave magic behind and start focusing on druidic powers and nature itself. Some Highborn refused and left to start a new civilization across seas, while others actually stayed and left magic behind. Those who disagreed travelled across the seas and became High Elves, which would later become Blood Elves. I'd love to speak about the High Elves and the Blood Elves as they're one of my favourite races, but gotta stick to Night Elves, sorry. Anyway, we're getting quite close to the end now. The Night Elves' culture was exactly what they wanted, and they lived in peace for many years. The druids would enter the Emerald Dream and sleep for many years as well. They would only wake up if they were needed to fight, which was rare. As time passed, the Night Elves were forgotten and hidden. They lived isolated from the rest of the world, until the Third War came, and caused them to be rediscovered. Right, so we're at a part where I shorten everything into a sentence or two, so it's easy to remember. So, here goes. The Highborn tried to summon a big demon overlord to become stronger. The Night Elves got help from more protectors to stop it. The Well of Eternity explodes, this creates the Naga, and some Highborn leave. Others join the Night Elves and live happily for about 10,000 years. And that's it, to be honest. I wasn't expecting this episode to be that short, because it's the War of the Ancients, but I've managed to get through it quicker than I expected, so that's good. If you enjoyed this episode, leave a like. If you enjoyed it that much, leave a favourite. If you want more, subscribe, because there will be more to come. And, well, thank you for watching. I'm sorry that I did put this on hold, and I'm sorry that the start of it again is on a different channel, but it's just so I could plan it a bit more and get some more viewers, because it's always nice to have more feedback so I know what people want. Before I end it, I want to say thank you to my friend Danny for helping with the intro, and thank you to this Blood Elf Paladin that was on, I can't remember what server. But you know who you are if you see it, I guess. And yeah, thanks. Anyway, remember to check out my channel if this is like your first video that you've seen from me, because I do other things. And yeah, that's it really. Just take care, guys.
Hush, Commander. Where is Illidan?
By the very edge.
Brother, a timely arrival. Illidan! The well is out of control! Aye. It's been twisted and turned by too many spells. The fuss we, especially you, made with the portal was too much. The same spell that sent the Burning Legion back into their foul realm now works on the well. It's devouring itself and taking its surroundings with it. Fascinating, isn't it? Not if we're caught up in it. Why weren't you running? What have you been doing with your hand in the well? If you've a way out of here, we should probably use it. I've tried casting myself and Tyrande out of here, but the well is too much in flux. This way!
I do not know who you are, but I thank you. Without your aid, our world would be... I do not wish to think about it. Moon Goddess, light your path.